dramatic week as Varsity Shield 2014 wraps up with a victory for CUT, but there's still hope for UKZN, and the Young Guns had the most dramatic final yet with that kick-out at the end of their game.
Well, CUT served up a pretty big Varsity Shield final in the heart of Bloemfontein. All the fans came out to watch as they participated in their fourth final, and they forgot about that 2012 heartbreak against Wits, beating the UKZN MPs to make it to Varsity Cup 2015.
Now need to try spread there. Give you a front row of this. It's years around.
Well, that's very sloppy, that from the MP. Ball won now by Tian Kapionov. He's in fact gone down.
Step, guys.
Good driving here. Ixias really look up for it, don't they? Using the width of the field. Lovely little run around. Edouard Pretorius. He has a chance for them. Surely they're going to get a try. Alec Mashlangu.
Try.
Well, brilliant work by the X's. They got their passing sorted out. The little wraparound by the centre, Dwayne Pretorius. And then he put it through the hands to the flying Mashlangu, who's got in for the home side's opening try this afternoon.
Stefan Crystal, Free State under-21 player with a put-in. Marks, getting good possession is Marks. He has another opening. John Pretorius. That's try number 2 for CUT. Excellent start by them in this match. Just 13 minutes gone. And a very good chance for the try scorer to convert his try.
Well, what a start by the home side. It was the block runners that just held the defence, caught them flat-footed. The catch-up defender of the MPs didn't work hard enough in Brendan Bailing. And it's allowed Dwayne Pretorius to saunter over.
Now release! Blue leaf! Step.
Well, they've got enough numbers. They certainly have got that. Here comes Marks. Marks. No Marks.
Behind him.
In fact, Duncan Campbell, rather.
Well, some dummy runners coming into play, and then Campbell, he got rid of the attentions of 2 defenders. The show and go. And the handoff coming on to Vincent Marupeng.
Out. Keep it up! Try.
Oh, brilliant play here from Crystal. Have a look at this. The scrum off has scored one of the individual tries of the Varsity Shield. One of the best you'll see.
Everybody bought his dummy. The inside step, the dive to boot. CUT back in the lead in this final.
Throw in here from Webster. He's on the park too as a replacement. Here comes Kuchlenberg.
Now release!
Boy, are they close.
Step, Blue! Step!
There they come again. Carney this time, and over he goes. So the game is once again on a knife edge.
Well, Dean Carney has got over the whitewash. A brilliant body position. He got under 2 defenders, one being the hard-working Fani Kutsa.
Marks, Pretorius again, looking to find, and he's found his way through once again. Here comes Hitchcock. That's a great body swerve from the fullback. There's the pass, and who's online? Fani Kutsa.
The hard-working lock, who ran a brilliant line, a fantastic handoff coming in. Hitchcock did also well. Inside, outside, the swerve beating Duncan Campbell, and the offload to boot. But who is it? The strong-working, hard-running Burley number 4 lock. Fani Kutsa gets in.
Marks, drop attempt. He knows he's just got to get it up high. And he's got it over. That's a great kick that from the fly half. And I'll tell you what, a vital kick too. There's the final whistle. What an occasion.
And the Axios have won this final convincingly by 35 points to 26.
Congratulations again to CUT, and John Mitchell's Impies, of course, still have that promotion playoff against UJ winking at them. Opportunity still very promising. And now on to that Young Guns final that had everyone talking. We've never seen anything like it. Take a look.
Van Zyl out wide, twinkle toes. Keenan van Wyk, same side they go. Van Zyl has a go and it's good. You know, it's a brilliant try by Van Zyl and the team. Now looking to clear. Venter swings it on. Faber. Nasty chop on Matwele. Reutenbach, the switch is a good one.
William, I'm going to come back to you
This is
just
brilliant
now.
stuff here from Kopsies. Can they go all the way? No, they can't.
Knock on. I'm going to go back to that incident.
Oh. That's very clear. Looking for foul play.
Yeah.
Not too sure from what team, though.
By blue.
By blue.
I think
You can watch this slowly and just see nothing wrong at this stage.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Ah, there it
Oh,
is. There, yeah.
That's good refereeing from Prolith Rota.
for a dangerous tackle. There. Right.
Yellow card it is, and Shimler's Young Guns will finish this half with 14 men. Zima Kabela demanding from his forwards. That is so forward. That is forward. Assistant referee in line, but not making the call.
Prolachot was going to bring them back for a penalty in any case.
Solid strike. Has he got the direction? Distance, no problem. Direction, top class. What a kick.
Jeepers, and I tell you, that had another 10, 15 meters. He could have pulled that back.
Got to watch out for offsides here. Tucks Young Guns. They've never lost a game in this competition. Now they're gonna go. It's short, says the referee. You can see the line. Got to get it out wide. There we go. Finally.
Sure.
Tucks have to regroup if they've lost it. Referee says play on. Oh, they just wanted more. Oh, that could be second.
It's a red, and I think that this one, I do feel for him.
Andre Fenty dominated the collision. He had the momentum.
The tackle comes through here. He's just driving with his legs. Extra time.
There it is. Still not over here at the LC de Villiers Stadium. That's the Varsity Cup Young Guns final.
No. Everybody.
Change of directions. Van Wyk. Has he got the pace? Looks like it. It looks good. Oh, he's bent them on the outside.
Keenan van Wyk.
Oh, he's pulled it. Scores remain 17 points to 12. It's guessing.
They've got to show patience.
Portrita!
He's in! He's in!
He's in! That leveled the score with the kick to come.
Tucks have never lost in 3 years of this competition. This kick to win it.
Oh, he's hooked it. What a 17 all once again after extra time at the LC de Villiers Stadium. And the champion of the Varsity Cup Young Guns will be decided over a kicking competition.
It's amazing.
Strike is good, and it looks like he's pushed it.
He's missed it.
Yep. So
It was unbelievable. You know, Murray and Reutenbach were so good in that first half. They couldn't miss a kick.
hit down. Yes, look good. Yeah, it's over.
That's better. That's better.
There it is. Here at LC de Villiers. Hit down the strike. He's pushed it as well to the right. Second miss for Tucks Young Guns. Hammond-Sure strike. Oh, it's looking good. Scott
No
legs
problem.
direction.
No problem.
Flags are up.
No problem.
And it's all good. Strike is good as he pulled it. No, he hasn't. This one straight through.
Tucks are still alive.
Back on. Oh, it's looking good. It's got the legs, the direction. Oh, just short. No legs. concrete. September strike. Has he got the direction?
No.
No.
To the left.
No direction. Third miss. This could be it. This could be that decider as Ruan Potgieter steps up. This for the championship in 2014. Ruan Potgieter. No one to speak of. No assistance from anything.
Perfect.
Just his kicking skill.
Perfect kicking conditions.
Hit down. Oh,
It's looking good. It's looking good.
It's looking good. Yes, it is. The 2014 Young Guns champions, the FNB Shimlers, all the way from Bloemfontein against all odds. They're victorious. Well, it took 100 minutes, but it was the kicking skills of their players that came through. Final kick was kicked by Ruan Potgieter. What a cup final, Warren. There it is, the champions, the 2014 Young Guns, all the way from Bloemfontein, away from home, against all odds, with 14 men, but well-deserved 2014 champions. The Young Guns competition, Koffsie's University of Free State.
A massive congratulations to the Koffsies finally stopping the Young Dickies in their tracks, and they are the Young Guns winners of 2014. Now, there's so much action happening on Monday nights that you'd be hard-pressed to keep up with everything, so we put all the highlights on our SuperSport app. Here's how to download it on your Android or Apple device.
Once your mobile device has the SuperSport app installed, you will have access to a multitude of sport codes a DStv decoder owner typically gets to enjoy. To get to the Varsity Cup page, select the home icon where you will scroll down to the Rugby tab on which the Varsity Cup option is found. Once this is opened, a highly interactive world awaits, which includes, but is not limited to, the latest news about your favorite team and competitions such as Super Brew, where viewers can predict the scores of upcoming Varsity Cup matches. The latest results, upcoming fixtures and log standings detailed with aspects such as points differential, tries scored and conceded, and bonus points scored. And most importantly, live match streaming and highlights of action from the highly entertaining Varsity Rugby and Shield matches. Enjoy all of this and more by downloading the SuperSport app and never miss out on all the action on your World of Champions. Mobile data charges are in accordance with your service provider.
After the break, we'll give you the insight into the Kossais Rugby finalists, and Booker made it to the final for the first time in 5 years. We'll recap how they got there.
Welcome back to Rugby That Rocks. Now, NW Booker have been the standout team as far as the Varsity Cup is concerned, but their representative in the Kossais Liga has also been doing well. That is Hayes Patria. This is what they get up to off the field.
Goeienaand SuperSport kykers, hier is vandag met Patria Mans Kossais en ons gaan vir julle 'n bietjie wys waar die huis op kampus gaan. Trots, broederskap, respek en selfvertroue. Dis alles. In Patria Mans Kossais het ons verskeie tradisies en ons wil graag vandag vir julle wys waar die huis op kampus gaan. Twee van ons tradisies is die haka en die borsslaan. In ons Kossais glo ons dat ons alles voluit doen, dat ons vir niks stop nie, want dis wie ons is.
Manne van Patria, groet die SuperSport kykers. 1, 2, 3.
Ons is nou hier in Patria Square en hier agter ons is ons klok. Nou, hoe ons klok werk, die dag as jy as eerste jaar jou klere ontvang, dan lei jy vir eerste keer die klok om aan te dui dat jy pad in Patria Mans Kossais begin. En dan die dag as jy klaarmaak in die Kossais, lei jy die klok gelyk aan die aantal jare wat jy in die Kossais was. Dis 'n baie emosionele funksie want hier in ons Kossais glo ons dat jy nie net voorberei word vir nou nie, maar ook vir die lewe hierna. Daarom staan op ons krok van nederige begin na daverende voetstappe, rigtinggewend tot die toekoms.
Nila, nou dat ons so op die Bluebird sit, dis daarom great hoe ouens altyd uitkom by games, mekaar ondersteun en ek bedoel as jy daar op die veld draf, dit moet seker awesome wees as die Bluebird al uitry en almal staan aan daai tongeltjie en Patria skool word gesing en daai gees wat daar is. Ja, Leon, ek meen die Bluebird is altyd voor in die tonneltjie. Die span uitdraf, dan is die Bluebird voor die span. En dis nie net die Bluebird wat daar is nie. Die Koshuis kom met sy getalle daar uit en dit is net great om te speel voor so groot crowd en is almal broers wat agter ons staan elke wedstryd wat ons speel.
Maar ek dink die groot ding wat die verskil maak by ons is die manier wat ons eerstejaars in die Koshuis inkom. Ek bedoel van dag 1 af word jy geleer van daai broederskap, daai trots en ek bedoel jy kan net nie anders as om op daai veld te gaan en alles te gee nie. En ek vat byvoorbeeld as die haka gedoen word voor 'n groot wedstryde en daai opbou daartoe. Ek dink dit moet ongelooflik wees.
Een van die lekker dinge van Padre wat vir my uitstaan is die feit dat ons gebalanseerd is. Soos ons ook al vroeër genoem het, dis nie net rugby nie. Dis ander sportsoorte ook. Ons ondersteun oral. Na die tyd sluit ons af in die klubhuis, ons deel pryse uit. Man van die wedstryd word aangekondig. Ons sing saam, ons kuier saam en dit is alles wat op die ou end bydra tot die sukses van enige span.
En as ons veld toe gaan, dan gaan ons nie net alleen nie. Al 260 manne saam, almal om daai mans te ondersteun op die veld en dan doen ons die ding op die veld. So kom ons gaan game toe. Cheers.
It's time, of course, as Rugby Championship final, of course, will be played on Monday as a curtain raiser to the final in Potchefstroom. And Pickers Patria will be taking on the unbeaten team from Bloemfontein, meets Heimat.
Spesifiek met die rugby lewe ons volgens 'n soort van 'n kode, as ek so kan sê. Dit is 'n ding wat van die All Blacks afkom, wat sê good men make good rugby players. So dit trek ons deur na die dissipline toe wat ook in die Koshuis plaasvind en ook op die veld. Dat jy kan nie swak tipe lewe lei buite die veld en op die veld wil kom en goeie rugby speel nie. Ons glo dat die manier hoe jy speel is maar die spieël van wie jy lewe ook. En dit kom uit tussen die vier lyne. As jy 'n slapgat is buite die vier lyne, gaan dit net so wees binne die vier lyne. As ek so kan sê, dis die manier hoe ons speel in ons lewe ook. Ons probeer 'n direkte verband tussen die twee trek. Varsity Cup is 'n groot geleentheid eintlik op die hele kampus, nie net by ons nie, want dit is waar jy gemeet word teenoor jou gelyke by ander universiteite of teen die universiteite self. En dit het eintlik tradisioneel was daar intervarsities geweest, maar wat net tussen byvoorbeeld ons in die pikke het tradisionele intervarsity gehad. Maar hierdie maak die intervarsity soveel groter dat jy trek universiteite soos uitjies in en jy trek vir NNMU en jy kan jou meet nou teen daai en dit op sigself is ook maar in die kleine vorm van 'n intervarsity wat eintlik baie lekker is.
Ag, ek dink die Varsity Cup het 'n spesiale invloed in die Koshuis veral. Ons het al klaar 'n goeie band as 'n Koshuis saam en ons die sekere goeie wat ons doen maak dat die ouens groei half as 'n Koshuis, maar verseker sal ek sê dat die Varsity Cup bevorder dit ook in 'n sekere gees.
Kyk, ek is eerste jaar, ek is net in die Koshuis. Ek is begin om nuwe dinge te leer in die Koshuis. Ek begin tradisies leer. Ek kom van 'n skool waar ons ryke tradisies gehad het en ek dink hier gaan ons net baie tradisies leer. En soos rugby is baie trots op die manne. Hulle het nou al 5 jaar gewerk om hier te kom waar hulle nou is. Nou is hier om die Varsity Cup aan te vat en ek dink die manne is gereed om dit te doen met passie.
Ons gaan gou vir 'n klein toer deur die Koshuis. Okay, soos hier in die eetsaal is maar die plek waar die mense, waar die studente so 2 maal 'n dag bymekaar kom saam te eet. Hier het ons foto's van ons oud rugby spelers, manne wat Vrystaat gespeel het, Henry Scholes, Philip Burger, Andrew Bear, rugby treie wat vir hulle geskenk het. Dis waar die ouens 2 maal 'n dag bymekaar kom om lekker saam te eet. Ons is nou hier in die gang. Die Koshuis bestaan maar uit 3 gange en dan het ons al onder nog 2. Die foto's teen die mure is maar tipies wat ons het te gebruik. Ons sit dit op van spanne wat al die Koshuis Liga gewen het, van K1 tot K4 so deur die jare. As 'n span die Koshuis Liga gewen het, neem ons 'n foto van hom en ons sit die span se foto in die gang. Ons is nou maar hier in 'n tipiese studentekamer waar hulle kan sien soos ons studente ook nie net op die sportgebied nie, maar ook op akademiese gebied presteer en uitblink en dis maar die rede hoekom hulle eintlik hier is maar om praat te van.
One of the teams that will be contesting the Varsity Cup final this year is the UCT Ike Tigers. They bounced back from 2 home defeats to register 5 victories this season and finish second on the log. This is their 4th final. They won it back in 2011, and trust me, they are coming out all guns blazing against the home side Bika. Here's a look at their road to the final.
The glory days of 2011 were fast becoming a distant memory. It was the year that the University of Cape Town claimed their maiden Varsity Cup title. Since then, Tuks had become the new force in South Africa, having claimed back-to-back titles. UCT's 2014 ambitions hit an early wobble after they were beaten by the Northwest University at the Green Mall. It was a bitter pill to swallow as the season promised so much. Having regrouped, the Tigers discussed their next move, and what followed certainly left a mark across the country, as UCT dished up some of the most enterprising running rugby that was accompanied by sound defence that hardly showed any cracks. Having beaten Marties in the Western Cape Derby, UCT turned their season around. The Monty Talliard Trophy was at stake when the UCT bus stopped over in Port Elizabeth, and it returned to Cape Town as UCT claimed a 26-13 win that was accompanied by 3 tries. Back on home soil, UCT suffered their 2nd defeat of the season to defending champions Tuks. Slater and Jones scored the tries for the hosts, but the Green Mile witnessed another disappointing day as Tuks answered with 4 tries of their own. It was back to the drawing board for the striped jerseys. 3 March 2014, the day UCT made their move. Johannesburg witnessed a high-scoring affair where the teams shared 66 points between them. 37 of those belonged to UCT, who ran in 5 tries, while they left the City of Gold with a valuable bonus point in the bag. It was just what the doctor ordered. Round 6 finally saw UCT to their first home win of the season. The Tigers had too much class for Shimlas on the day as they charged to a 25-5 win, where another bonus point was added to the UCT tally. Sean MacDonald had become a regular visitor to the in-goal area, while the men from Cape Town were making more friends by the day as they continued to move the ball around that led to some superb tries. UCT needed one more solid performance as they arrived in Johannesburg for a meeting with Wits, who were still looking for their first win of the season. The day belonged to the visitors, who collected another full house of points, while Wits finished at the bottom of the standings that confirmed automatic relegation to the 2015 Varsity Shield. Semi-final day brought the Western Cape to a grinding halt as UCT met Marties for a place in the final. The Tigers completed the double over their arch rivals as they stormed into the final with a win that was also their last on home soil ahead of the season finale. All roads lead to Potch, where the University of Cape Town will be chasing their 2nd Varsity Cup title. When they won the trophy in 2011, they did it away from home. Question is, can they do it again?
The 2014 Varsity Cup season has been anything but predictable or boring, with no unbeaten teams, not even Puka. This is what their road to the finals been like.
The 7th edition of the Varsity Cup commenced on the 3rd of February. It promised to be another humdinger, but the big question ahead of the first kickoff was if Tuks could claim a 3rd consecutive Varsity Cup title. The answer was an emphatic no, as the men from Pretoria missed out on a place in the semi-finals. The Northwest University Puka last played in the final in 2009. Their season commenced with an away trip to Cape Town, where they faced UCT in round 1. The visitors from the Northwest could not have wished for a better start, as they ran in 7 tries that formed part of a 47-24 win. It was early days, but there was something about the Puka's class of 2014. Back at the Fonnie de Toy Stadium, Puka turned it on once again as they ran Shimlas off their feet. Another bonus point try followed, while Adrian Engelbrecht kicked 6 out of 6. Those living in the Northwest and those who wore the famous jersey back in the day were sitting up and taking notice of a young team that possessed the killer instinct to jump every hurdle on their journey to stardom, or so it seemed. Puka lined up for their 2nd successive home fixture, but this one was going to provide them with their biggest test. It came in the form of the most successful unit in the history of the competition. Marties had lost 2 on the bounce that made them even more dangerous. The 3-time champions responded with what many considered to be a surprise win. The result raised questions about Puka's chances, while those in the Western Cape believed that the maroon jerseys had turned the corner and that the win would ignite the spark towards a 4th title. But Marties made it to the penultimate hurdle before they were dumped out by their derby rivals. Another force that emerged in 2014 was the Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University from the Eastern Cape. The Madibas opened with 3 consecutive wins before they suffered their first defeat against the Ike Tigers. Puka showed how much the defeat in round 3 hurt them, as they immediately repaired the damage with one of the performances of the season. The visitors to the friendly city passed the half-century mark as they scored 7 tries en route to a 52-16 win. Picker were back in contention, while the Madibas suffered back-to-back defeats. It was not going to get easier for the Picker, who next travelled to the capital where shocking conditions greeted the players. It was never going to be attractive, but the result was of utmost importance if Picker had any ambitions to finish in one of the top 2 positions. They rose to the occasion once again as they scored 2 tries, while the defending champions failed to open their account. Picker were expected to ease past Wits, who were still looking for their first win. Jacques Vermaak and Philip de Wet scored the only tries for the hosts, while Wits put up a real fight that kept the home fans on the edge of their seats. 16-8 the final score. It was about to get even closer for the men from Potchefstroom, as the University of Johannesburg were the last visitors to the Fani de Toey Stadium in the round-robin phase of the competition. Picker saved the day with 3 second-half tries that secured a 24-20 win. Picker finished at the top of the log, while they also earned a semi-final on home soil. A win in the semis would secure a home final. Picker embarked on their biggest challenge of the season as the Madibas arrived for the semi-finals. In a low-scoring affair, the spotlight fell on Reno Smith, who carried the hopes of his university on his shoulders with the kick that would determine the outcome of the match. Smith nailed the penalty that sealed a 1-point win. Heartbreak for the men from Port Elizabeth, while Picker started preparations for the biggest rugby carnival that was about to make its way to Potch. Picker are chasing their first Varsity Cup title. In their way stands the UCT Tigers. It's make or break on Monday. Question is, can Picker go all the way?
On Monday afternoon, tune in for 3 nail-biting matches at 2:30. The promotion relegation playoff for that all-important position in Varsity Cup 2015. UJ, the 7th-placed Varsity Cup team from this season, take on the losing finalists from Varsity Shield, UKZN MPs. In the Steinhoff Corsairs Rugby Championship final, Patria play Heimat, and the FNB Varsity Cup presented by Steinhoff International 2014 final between Picker and Ikeys kick off at 7. Make sure you keep in touch with us on Facebook on the Varsity Cup page. Use that hashtag SSRugby if you're tweeting about the games on Monday, and follow at Varsity Cup on Twitter. Also, make sure you get your bids in for the final round of that auction of the limited edition pink Varsity Cup rugby balls on varsitycup.co.za.
Well, today is our last show as Varsity Cup is coming to an end. Thank you so much for joining us every single week for news, reviews, as well as previews of all the games that are happening. Next week, it is the big one in Potchefstroom. If you are around, make your way down. It's going to be a humdinger between the NW Picker as well as the Ikeys Tigers. Until next year, bye-bye.
Back your boykies!
Back your boykies! All the bomb adrenaline! Boykies! Also have the rugby scene!